there's going to be a separate series of Nons, and it's going to be a continuity that's destroying, the barrier that you guys call Nerdville. So like faking, fucking Nerdville is also gonna be a place in Nons. So Nerdville, let's get that knocked out the way. So Nonztai, I'm sorry, we're being into sexuality in Nons. So there's going to be, a whole lot more shit in Nons. It's gonna be explicit content. So this is Nonztai. This takes place on an island that's literally freaking, a part of the Nons universe. So literally, you visit it for one episode in Nons, but as far as canon material, it exaggerates it to a most extreme. Because what happens is this, so literally fucking, it's going to be like, more of a mature anime. It's going to be a rated R Nons, version. There's only going to be 4 movies. This is the first one I'm working on. Fucking, it's really hardcore. What this is, it's an old school anime concept based off my cousin Chip, who used to be a Blood. And what happened was literally my cousin Chip was literally fucking, he was getting picked on because he used to be a nerd in school. He used to watch Dragon Ball Z and shit. Somebody clowning him. But it was really because a girl liked him. A girl liked him because he was doing his own thing. Cousin Chip has glasses. He's literally the son of literally Greg, which was a part of my grandfather's family. My grandfather's side of the family, literally, that's where Chip comes from. Chip comes from that. Auntie Nita, they all come from, my grandfather's side of the family. So Greg, freaking all that, and we make fucking funny jokes about people who died in our family, like, oh my god, fuck Greg, he died from diabetes. No, that's legitimately like a fucking bad thing. Like if you grow up, that shit is hella funny. Because literally fucking, that's a little thing that you can fix and you can still be alive because of that. And I realized that now that shit is hella fucking funny. It's not that, it's just that people love them fucking shit like that. Like that's a funny ass joke. But anyway, Greg Jr. is who Chip is. Chip is actually Greg Jr. But please call it Chip. So like this is a part of the anime I found. So Chip introduced me to an old school anime, just like Yu Yu Hakusho. It was like just like Yu Yu Hakusho and like Inuyasha. It was called Slayers. Like literally, what happened was literally there's this guy who meets up with this girl, then they go to a mythical land and shit like that. Literally, like she's popping out there's whips and there's swords and shit. Like literally, it's crazy as fuck. There's fucking a lot of mythical creatures and shit. So he introduced me to Slayers. Fucking, he's cool. He watches part 1 Dragon Ball. I was watching it at his house one time. Like, I don't know if he watches his day, but I definitely never, like, I was over at, like, an auntie's house. And I think Chip was there. Literally, I was watching the Kami Icolo arc, like, the Kami arc, like, where fucking Tien fought Kami. Oh, my fucking God. I watched all that shit, like, when fucking Tamarine killed Krillin. Oh, my God. So, like, this is based off all that. This is based off all that Doug Red and shit. So this is Nonztai. So what Nonztai is based off it's just like a regular series. It has regular characters, but there's going to be fucking explicit content, like exaggerated content that you can't get in the show will be in in Nonztai. So Nonztai, really defines where it's crazy. So there might be a separate series that might be like a coolly high version of Nons. Like I have no idea where they live in a shopping mall and literally we're fucking with Morganite and all those other people are regulars. We're fucking, that's just what that is that's canon material, but that's filler fucking concepts for fucking canon events. And so what happens in the show when you watch Nons, they backtrack. It's like, hey, remember the time we did that mission, but it's a separate series. It's not part of the show. So like, okay, so this is what Nonztai is, but Nonztai adds explicit content, and so this is really hard. So Yushomaru may be confirmed. Yushomaru may be confirmed. So this is all about an anime I found in memory of my cousin Chip. Oh, he's still alive. Let's talk about. I think of him all the time. The ghost of Chip haunts me really because what happened was I became a superhero fucking metaphorically. I'm talking about when I spoke and shit. Like literally, I had a street sister who I think I'm saving for season 3. Like, so I'm going to make like this girl who used to know Damo Dominique. He used to hang out like by Cabrillo. I think her name's Makira. Makira fucking. I think I might have a profile video for her for season 3. She was like really ghetto girl who I would always hang with her. I always spoke for her, and literally I would hang with her and her daughter. I would have to deal with her and her daughter's problems, but I would hang out with her just to smoke and shit. And so literally. But she was cool, she was hella funny shit, so she's getting a whole video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a Somalian the Forest video, like literally about me and Makira, because Makira is hella older than me. Makira is like fucking probably 36 or 35. She's 35, she's like fucking like my older brother's age and shit. And so fucking what happens is I found her and shit, and she tried to lace me up on game and shit, but I found my own way to fucking live and shit, it didn't matter at a certain point, she was funny, so like if she always wants to keep you in school, I'll always keep you in school. So like that's why I stand with anybody, like, oh, as long as you don't, and continue that pressure shit, then it's all good. But it's really, 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 this is Nonztai, the very first one, where we murderify the fuck out of Billisloppi. Who is Billisloppi? Billisloppi is Livingstone as a cheap starting one-shot superhero. So what? Billy, you know I'm talking about. Billisloppi. So let's go into this Nonztai special. So first off, let's go into the anime that inspired this. This is based off a whole fucking anime for a special, and it's called Elemental Delay. So there's this guy named Ku. Ku has a stand, and her stand name is Ren. So Ren looks a whole lot like my girlfriend Lupus Norris and like Lily freaking Lee, and she calls him Ku. It's a nigga shit anime. It's an anime. It's a cousin chip anime to the fullest. He has a blade and fucking shit. She turns into a ghost that's behind his back and shit. Fucking, it's hella fucking dope. Like literally, but fucking there's hella other shit. You know, fucking, you know, like it was definitely there's some aspects to me too. Well, I'm not gonna lie, they edited some of that shit, but fucking I think they took a base from somebody else and fucking made that shit. You know, so I think they really did that. But you know, fucking Elemental Delayed is really, really, really fucking fire. Fucking so it's about fucking cool. Like literally, he's out there. He has a girlfriend who's calm, cool, and collect, and he's like a loudmouth and shit. But his girlfriend's always really around him and shit. Like literally, so that's basically like how me and like Mariah is every fucking day. Like literally, like Mariah goes coo every day. So it's crazy as fuck. So like what that is, that's an old school anime. Like literally, where they're out of space, where they're space pirates and they're visiting different worlds and shit. Literally, that's what anime used to be on. So like literally, fucking yeah. It's kind of like a Cowboy Bebop, like mixed with some other shit. Cowboy Bebop mixed with Slayers, I think, fucking Slayers and shit like that. Like it has a really old school feel. So this is a non-special completely that's paying homage to old school feel. So Nonztai, there's gorilla ring, there's groping, there's making out, like literally, there's you know fucking. There's making people jealous, like literally, they do a whole bunch of teenage shit in Nonztai. No, they do some really thug shit, like literally fucking, like, I'll give you a hint. Another Easter egg. Hurricane Kick isn't affected by this technique. You know what I'm talking about, making people jealous, like literally acting like the cool kid. The censored version, the original version of Nons, but you know, fucking Kick is not confirmed in this, so don't think you can slam the Kick. But I'm talking about that jutsu doesn't work on him. This is literally what happens is like they have techniques to make people suicidal and shit. It's a rated R version of Nons, but it's the kid version. So it's the kid version of Nons that's rated fucking R. And literally what is going on is based off by Cousin Chip and Elemental Delayed and literally how I view anime. But let's go into the story. So who is Billisloppi? Billisloppi is based off Livingstone. So he's a guy who's literally fucking, you know, no powers at fucking all, like literally, but a snot-nosed bat who literally was doing some tricks, and literally what he did was he inspired some little kids to fucking be just like him, but they were all in special ed, and he really wanted to be a cool hero. So this is literally a flip-floppy, you know, no spine anime version of Livingstone, and his name is Billisloppi because he's really is retarded. So like literally, what he does is like literally fucking he tries to go up to, brace yourself, Chiku Chip is the main character of like fucking Nonztai because Gabaya isn't there, he's in and out. So like Chiku Chip, like so his name is Ku, and so like he has an acronym for Chinko, you know, he's Chinko Chiku Chip. Or Kiku Chip, you know, Chiku Chip, fucking definitely a cool in there, fucking Chiku Chip. Chiku Chip is like really crazy. So it's all about his anime, is all about him, and fucking then maybe just 48 episodes and fucking 4 movies. That's the only thing I have confirmed. I don't want this to drag on because we're only doing this to teach spiritual lesson. We're going to add, you know, so they do everything in Nonztai. Like literally, they make out, they make, you know, jokes like make him suicidal jealous. They make horrific jokes that literally murder fight a fucking character. Fucking they do a whole lot of shit. They gorilla, they grab ass, they make out, and then they start dancing out fucking nowhere. So in the original fucking Nons, eventually there's going to be, you know, regular people aspects. Like when they beat somebody's ass, it's definitely gonna be a victory dance and a secret handshake at the end. That's where Nons is going to be eventually. Fucking like fucking that's literally fucking when the fucking DG Blade and all that shit comes out. That's when that shit really fucking comes into play. That's when Nons is nothing but fun. But there's still a mature aspect. I'm still trying to keep, because Imagashi was still there where I had the process of it being the original anime. I feel like I am deteriorating at heart, like literally for my original concept, but I'm trying my very, very best not to get out of line with these characters. And like, even though, like, you know, they made Chinata, you know, fucking, even though they made her, it's not about that. It's literally, it's about how I personally feel about the anime. Even though it blends in, even though my original fucking thing was from Nonztai original, now I'm adding shit that, oh, this is what I wish to happen. But as an adult, you know, I've grown to like let go of those concepts of the fact that, but it's just the fact that they're doing it at the most extreme. That's why I'm content. It's also Nui Neji also keeps me content, you know, fucking all that other shit, you know, like keeps me forgetting, and especially skills. So what I did was literally fucking, you know, I fucking tried to like literally fucking make this shit fucking like fit in, and it's fitting in pretty fantastically, you know, especially with the AKA clan, with the fucking the Digi Beyblade. Oh my god, AKA is going to go ham, and Digi Beyblade, and literally you might as well go ham the other one, fucking, oh my god. So it's crazy as fuck. So this is Nonztai, like literally the death of Billisloppi. So you know why his name is Billisloppi? Billisloppi is based off the, you know, a Da Vinci Code concept. It's going to be a character that's based off Big Mom and Big Mama Helen. Literally freaking, you know, Helen Mama, maybe freaking her really name. She's going to be like a villain character. She's gonna know Morse code. She's gonna know everything. She's gonna know ingredients and different foods because Helen knew how to cook and stuff like that. So it's going to be like a freaking Nas movie that's based off Alice in Wonderland, where Helen Big Mama is starring in that, and there's also going to be Ranye, and that's where we get to summon Vegeta Sora. So that's like a really tough concept right there. So this is Nonztai. So what Nonztai is literally a fucking, it's about, you know, Chikuko and this guy named Armanjita. So Armanjita is based off a guy that I know in real life, you know, and he's also based off the Line Rider concept. Do you know why Cookie Nami has Line Rider? Because fucking she has robo monkeys that are sound users. She has different colors and different ones that have different abilities. She's also a taijutsu user like Rock Lee. Her name is Cookie Nami. She's a sound user and taijutsu user, and she's really fucking dope. And so like literally, folks, like she might be confirmed from this, and if it comes down to it, if fucking this, like literally, like she may kick the Truth's ass. The Truth is a guy about in the air rail. Any of the people who want to go back in the air rail, she's going to eat through them all. And this Nonztai spells the death of Billisloppi. So Billisloppi is based off Livingstone, and my, you know, my stepmother Helen actually read the Da Vinci Code, like literally really crazy, you know, fucking and she was really hyped on everything. Like literally, she knew about like a lot about music, a lot about everything. Big Mama was the stuff right there, man. She was really mature, and like literally she was really respectful, mature. Oh my god. So the great thing about this is that's a separate special, but I got the idea of that. I'm like, I'm gonna make Livingstone, like, because this is what he thinks it is. This whole movie, this is what he thinks it is, but this is what the reality is. So there's going to be a character that's the main villain of the movie. His name is Lil Woody. So Woody is a Norteño that passed away, that literally was one of the most legendary of Norteños. So Guru knew Woody personally, so like literally, they're all part of the same mob, because Guru was there back when Woody was in his prime. So there was this kid named Lil Woody. He's based off me and how I met Armand and how I accidentally killed Armand because he attacked me on the freeway and I benched over 240 pounds, but I also bench natural weight because I do a lot of walking, so like my muscles are natural. I don't get my muscles at gym. I started off with gym muscle, but then I gained natural muscle over time. That's really fucking deadly. So what happened was literally I hit him with a knuckle, like with 3, you know, solid haymakers from spiral angles, because fucking I was blind and I was swinging randomly, but I was rushing with strategy. So I rushed him and swung in a whole bunch of hooks with different directions, doing I was strong enough after he hit me with a car and shit. And then I hit 2 of his friends with the same fucking motion, with the exact same technique, like literally, like in that triangular formation, all these fucking hooks, and they all died. And like literally, so this is a guy who's based on how I learned the street strategies. I learned how to dodge bullets over time, so that's who Lil Woody is. And so what he's going to do is he's going to horrify the fuck ass Sloppy Billy. He's going to terrify him. And like Chikuko and like Armanjita, they're all like literally, they're arch rivals in this show. Literally, they're separate from the Nons universe. They are canon, and Nons were fucking, they do not do Nonztai shit. So Nonztai literally, so like fucking, so Armanjita like literally, so Billisloppi like literally tries to come up in their hood, and goodbye, you know, Bella and Tito, they're all gonna be confirmed. They're gonna play in a little tournament arc and stuff, like an elemental delay, and that's when Cookie Nami knocks out fucking the Truth, you know, fucking Jason Sidious and shit like that, fucking like Phil Note and stuff like that. So he can fuck up all those people. I made that shit up just now, but anyway, fucking yeah. So he can fuck up all those fucking people, and fucking fucking Brogy can fucking come. So Brogy is coming in the second one and fucking shit. And in the second Nonztai movie, Brogy is going to like be with everything. So what this guy does is like literally fucking oh, never mind. That's not. Oh, that's a different non special. Okay. Okay. Anyway, fucking So what's going is fucking AKA it's confirmed. Fucking What's going on is this is a gorilla version of Nons. This is a Cooley High version of Nons. That's really paying hard to my cousin. So Chip Kitco is based off Chip, Koo from Elementary Delay. So Chip Kitco. So Chikuko. Chikuku, like literally fucking Chip Cuckoo. No. His name is literally Chiku Chip. So Chiku Chip and Armangita are literally teamed up. So Armangita kind of thinks like fucking Armando and shit like that. He's a part of the Italian family. He's a part of the Ichi family, and Nons is an Italian family based off of Tachi Uchiha and how he thinks. And they're trying to take over the world and shit like that. But they're a different shit. They're not the same tier level as Bandy and shit, but they're different. Just like Ginger Bias and shit like that. They're like 50% of Ginger Bias. I put it like that. So like literally fucking this and that. So Chip Cuckoo, literally this that. So literally they come through. So literally fucking. So what happens is fucking Lil Woody hears that there's this little guy named Sloppy Billy talking shit. Like fucking Sloppy Billy. Like literally that's his fucking superhero name and shit like that. So literally he got famous for like fucking making sloppy jokes and throwing it at people and shit. So the reason why I called him, Billy Sloppy is because literally not just because he's retarded, but because Billy Sloppy is something that like is a relevance to the same, sounding of the Da Vinci Code. So Billy Sloppy, like it sounds like some Islamic, really Arabic code shit. That's who Livingstone thinks he is. That's why his name is Billy Sloppy. So what he does is, so also there's this guy named Cricket who's a big part of Nonztai, who has a monster kanji and like literally fucking so like green and gray hair and fucking shit like that. So Cricket is based off Kick from the social media Kick, so Cricket is based off Killua and Kick. So like fucking Cricket is he's Lil Woody's fucking right hand little partner and shit like that. Like literally fucking he has little bugs and shit. So like Cricket is fucking fire, so fucking but Lil Woody. So there's gonna be gorillas. So what happens is he tries testing like literally shit like that. So like literally he's based off fucking Livingstone and this guy named Michael Coldwell's in Boy Scouts who was autistic just like me, but had a really more severe. But he was more obedient when it came to studies. But he was way more retarded, and there's a whole lot of people like that. Like, literally, there are different roles. Like, literally, that's what they want you to be in Jerwa. But like, literally, fucking, what happened was literally Michael Cole literally showed me Crazy Frog and shit. So like, Billy Sloppy can jump up and down like fucking Crazy Frog and shit. But he all does it because he's trying to be like literally one of Chinko's fucking girls' mains. Fucking like Suyumi would be perfect for this. So fucking Suyumi and fucking Chipuku is fucking crazy. Fucking Chiku Chip is fucking crazy because Chiku Chip can fuck up with Suyumi. So like he tries to spit on Surayumi. So what he does, he starts slapping her ass in front of him over and over again. He orifies him, but then he uses this kanji technique where it plays like a Mangekyo Sharingan. I'm slapping her ass over and over again. Yeah, they're making a hentai version of Nas. They were already repressing it, but yeah, I already have to put it out there. So this is Chico Chip, but like Gabaya starting this shit. And don't think Gabaya doesn't get down. Fucking Jewelry is confirmed. He might like slap her and shit like that once he's paralyzed. Like he might fuck around and bury my him outside of the drumstick. Idiot! We have to get back to the mission. And they're allowed to cuss. They're allowed to do everything. This is a bound mouth version of Nas. It's called Nonztai. So what happens is, what is this all based on? Where did I get this idea from? So let me go get into the real life inspiration behind Nonztai in this movie and why Chico Chip literally horrify him. And then he tries to do, so what he tries to do is he tries to instigate like Lily fucking Armangita to like fight Chico Chip. He's like, I heard you were talking shit, and that's how this shit all started. And then he tries to like hit like Chip and Steven. So there's this guy named Lil Woody who's not a big guy or a bad guy, but like what's happening is this, like Lil Woody is a guy who like he's based off me when I fought a gang named Norte, and so Lil Woody literally is a really strong nigga. Like he's a wood user, fucking kanji fire user and shit like that. Really strong. Fucking a red fucking rice beater and shit. A red rice beater, fucking like black fucking lenses, red fucking pupils and shit. Oh my god, fucking it's crazy. He also has a Mihawk like exterior to him, like literally a fucking Mihawk version, fucking crazy as fuck. He may have a Mihawk Shaman King Ghost. You can have Shaman King Ghost in Nons and fucking and shit like that. Like Nons is going to get a special for maybe the Beyblade. No, he definitely. So this is gonna be this guy named called Uki Urik. who's based off like Ukiura and like freaking Urakin Kolyoko, and that's going to be like a bias little avatar. That's going to be his first little avatar, and he might use him to fight Jiren Rule and shit. So the good thing about getting older than Nons is like, literally, you know that one rule when literally he grabbed my leg and he said he would flip me, but then I hit him with the other leg in the air like a ninja and then fell back down because I was under 100 pounds. And like, literally, landing on my feet. And like, literally, I can't incorporate that in Nons. That's going to be in the Jiren fight, like literally in the, you know, the Jiren Rule fight. So like, fucking, that is what this is all based off. So where do I get this idea for this Nonztai special? So like, let me go into this shit like that. So first of all, like, literally, you know, Lil Woody can control pieces of gravity. So what he's doing is he's making them bounce, but what he's really doing is he's not even using his full gravity quirk. What he's doing is has an invisible girl. An invisible girl, brace yourself. Named Lasla. Lasla is a spring that's invisible, but she's a female that can kick your ass. Like, her name is like fucking, it's based on Layla, fucking Lasla, and shit like that. We're going to make, because there's going to be another version of Layla that's also our partner or somebody. So like, we got to do that, but fucking Lasla, fucking, what she does is like, literally, she can put you to sleep, she can do a whole lot of other shit, but Lasla is a fucking monster. So Lasla, fucking, what she does is she turns into like this, you know, trampoline, but she can fold like a second sandwich. So like, what she does is like, she beats you fucking up where you're in the trampoline and shit. But so what he does is like, literally, so what? He's also a note user, so like literally, he's a note user, so it's based off the time I talk shit to droid. I talk shit to their droid named Stone, or fucking you fucking so wherever happened to Robot Stone, wherever happened to Boner Stone. Alright, I don't give a fuck about that. So any fucking way, fucking, he still watches Crypto the Super Dog, so I don't give a fuck. And like literally, fucking, I literally just want to like put this out there. So Lil Woody horrifies and work a book no jutsu, like literally a fucking really bad juju shit that really makes him go up and down, literally, and he fucks with gravity too. And then he brings like literally fucking Lasla literally to fold him in. So what happens is he's barely hitting the fucking ground, and Lasla literally goes down as thin as fucking possible, and still is able to like literally ricochet him back up the ground. So he's like, why you beating yourself up? Why you beating yourself up? Why you beating yourself up? It's a horrifying version of Nas. So Lil Woody is terrifying him, and Chinko, and you know, Jackson's nickname Chinko, we call him Chinko, you know, Armand and Gia is like, come on Armand. They like fucking, so Armand and Chinko are fucking him up too. Not only do they beat his ass, they like beat like literally their girls' asses in front of them. They start slapping girls in front of them and fucking shit like that. And that's also a style of Nas. So Count Spacula is also like literally confirmed this. So Count Spacula, like literally, he's based off the guy from Conan and Kids Next Door. And I'm gonna give him a Deborah exterior. So Count Spacula fucking is crazy as fuck. So Count Spacula fucking is the one who bred, you know, Count Lady. So Count Spacula literally is a taijutsu user that's a slap user, just like Cassandra. You get what I'm saying? So that's all confirmed. This Gorilla Ring, that Cookie Nami's confirmed and shit like that. So fucking all this shit. So this is based off. So let's tell you the story behind literally the inspiration of how horrifying it was. I told Stone through a droid that if literally I threw him off the freeway, it would be the same way as flushing a toilet down. So like literally, it was really down. He really had down, and like he had that syndrome from a while. And like literally, that's literally the horrifying shit about it. And like that's how it all started. I said that shit, he bounced up and down. I'm like, oh, you're just a turtle teeth. Like literally fucking crazy, horrifying him. Like that's what happens when you think Goku can't beat Superman. You don't read Marvel comics, buddy. Literally, you're fucking horrified. Literally, who he thinks he is. Who is this based off. It's literally breaking the reality to Livingstone. This is literally a hentai version of Nas, where they don't show nudity, but they throw as hell, you know, fucking grab genitals and fucking, you know, they do crazy shit. They do hand techniques. They fucking beat up their girl in front of them and shit like that. And then they get over it, then they make out right afterwards. After they beat his ass, like, aren't you going to fight him? Because he's usually good at instigating. He can only instigate little kids. And instead of fighting him after she gets her shit kicked out by him, they both fight him and they both whoop their fucking ass, and then they fucking ground at each other and start kissing afterwards and shit. That is what Nonztai is. It's a really mature version of Nas. So it's basically a junior high version of me, what the shit that I was doing in junior high and Nas and shit. So it's fucking crazy as fuck. So here's the story that happened. So this all the time I was making them bounce up and down, and it didn't matter because of my position. You know, I didn't have knobs on paper yet. So like literally fucking, I still like literally fucking, you know, tried to tell him. We still tried to convince him to do Terror vs. Raven. He didn't listen over and over again. I kept on making them bounce up and down like an anime shit. And you know how I know that happened? That happened to me one time when I was getting rejected in high school. What I did was I tried to commit suicide. Like I jumped on the floor after falling down the steps, and literally like I was able to lift myself up like I'm getting rejected. Like literally up and down. So what happened was it happened to him, but it happened at a super magical scale because the scale is way higher. They're way higher girls now because of evolution and shit like that. And plus, anime is regular. There's so much pressure that's happening in Livingstone. He stabbed himself in the head after I told him to go work out, or you're never gonna have a girl like Bree. I told him all that fucking shit. Like, literally, it didn't matter. I kept on hearing perspective like Stone. You're stabbing yourself in the head. It doesn't matter what I have on paper or not. You are on paper as a fucking psychopath. With Layla, Lily, with all your fucking blocked accounts and shit, Lily, what he does is he takes advantage of the fact that people feel sorry for him. So Lily, he has a crazy fucking ability, but it sucks. So like Lily, what he does is he yells hella fucking loud, and he really upsets Chico and Armand, and Lily, like he yells like they get horrified, like what the fuck is this? Because it's a strong jutsu, but it's a gaslighting jutsu, Lily. And so afterwards, he thinks that they're dead, and he's like, is that all? And then Chico and Armand start whooping his ass and shit. It's crazy as fuck. So like Lily, it's crazy as fuck. Like Lily, this shows you that life goes on. Like Lily, you need to let go of some things, Lily, and this is what Lily, he tried to make his reputation. So Lily, he's an artistic guy, like Lily, who thinks he's a fucking superhero and shit, and we're Lily bouncing back and forth across the thing. Like Lily, this is thinking now if you can trap people in balls and shit like Frieza. So Lily, we're gonna play tennis with that nigga. Oh my god, we're going to fuck this nigga up. So like Lily, fucking like Lily, we're gonna horrify this nigga like Lily, and we're gonna have hella swagger, and we're gonna have a bitch roasting too. Lily, that is what Nonztai is all fucking about. Like Lily, fucking you chop somebody's legs off in Nonztai. It's like, hey Storty, what's your problem? Like Lily, that's fucking crazy as fuck. This is what Nonztai is. So like Lily, Kabaya and all these are fucking confirmed. Jume might fuck shit up. It's fucking crazy as fuck. Fucking Cat Sandra, fucking Lily, so fucking, you know, Gary Zombarn would be cool. Fucking, this is a non-special. So what happens is this, so he horrifies him first with the no jutsu, and Lily makes Stone go up and down but the floor over and over and over again. What that is that's humiliation. But because it's more physical now because of the evolution, because of the cosplayers and shit, and Lily, and how Lily, he can't fit in, and Lily, it horrified him. I made some animation in real life, but it wasn't nothing. But this is the real core idea. So what happens is this. So there's this shit, Lily, in real life where I know people better than A1, and he fell for this trap. I'm like, Stone, you have to recognize that I'm famous, even though I'm still not famous on paper. I network at hella people. I have pictures with Mr. Fab. I have pictures with this and that. I work for the Warriors. I put in work, Stone, so you can't say I'm not famous. Lily, all these girls know me, all these rappers know me, famous, and like Lily, and it's really horrifying him and Lily this and that because they know this is a thing called maturity. This is what happened where a child thinks Lily a rapper is the same person on TV. He's the type of person that thinks that Snoop Dogg actually fucks hella bitches instead of goes home and fuck his wife. Being a rapper is just your occupation, and Lily, he doesn't get that. But this is really gonna wake him up. So what Lily, so Cricket goes around, fucking, he flirts with Sativa and shit. If fucking Sativa fights fucking Cricket, he has to escape and shit because he's too fucking powerful. So fucking, it's crazy as fuck. So fucking, what happens is he roasts the fuck at him, and it's based off the one Dave Barbarian episode when that one dude fucking goes back in time like Lily, fucking he makes Martin jokes, like fucking he takes a book from fucking today's jokes, and he goes back to the barbaric age, and he starts telling it to his people, and this buff ass nigga's trying to whoop his ass, but he's making them laugh over and over and over again. So shit like that. So fucking after he already got his ass beat by that, like Lily, fucking what happened is Lily, he thinks like he can come back with a strategy, but then he runs into Lil Woody trying to try the same thing, and so like Lily, he gets stopped by Lil Woody. So Lil Woody says something that makes him bounce up and down, literally like a fucking cartoon over and over and over again. Then he adds our gravity to it, and then he adds a loop effect to that. So he's literally getting his ass literally horrified up and down over and over. It's an anime version of what happened to Livingstone in real life. I'm so glad they recorded that shit. Okay, so any fucking way, Lily, fucking, we're just rolling him, and Lily, we're roasting him as he's fucking hopping up and down and shit. And Lily, that's crazy as fuck. You don't understand. So Lily, fucking crazy. So it's going to be like a lot of grabbing, a lot of fucking kissing and shit like that. And so Lily, it's amazing. So where did I get this from? So you know that Outer Banks video with Livingstone? Where I got this from is Livingstone, like Lily, fucking, he couldn't fucking handle the reality of what's happening in Lily's shit because he couldn't like keep up with the times. This is what the devil says done right. And like Lily, fucking, the devil's in Stone's head every fucking day, and this is Lily why fucking it's crazy as fuck. Like Lily. So what happens is, like Lil Woody can implant things in your fucking head. Like you can do that in Nas fucking, he transfer a quirk, or like you can transfer little minds and literally make this like speak spell that try and make you kill yourself in Nonztai. So like Lil Woody first does that, but then literally he horrifies him. Literally he horrifies him, I swear. What he does is he makes that girl who was invisible, who was holding him, come back to life, and he starts slapping her ass over and over and over again in front of him. And after he's covered in blood, like Lily, this and that, Lily, fucking Lily, He's the type of person that tie your eye around a fucking pole and fucking still make you watch him slap his girl's ass. Like, that's how vulgar this is going to be. Like, fucking, you don't understand. So fucking Lil Woody is a fucking fire. So he has this transformation where he goes into Lil Woody-vert, because in our Star Trek, this guy named Invert. Invert is like literally a skin and Nas. Like Brennan V, because a skin and Nas, you have all their abilities, but it doesn't mean shit because of like literally Kazik got you here with techniques and fucking judgment and shit like that, and like literally fucking, you know, some things and fucking like utter shit. Like literally, it becomes easy to beat somebody with a low mentality, no matter like how powerful you are. Not like literally, think of how many times they had to capture Daishiki, get like that. Like literally, so fucking, it goes on like that. So like literally, where we get to, so you know, Livingstone sent 2 girls that are based off, you know, he knows I like to collect cosplayers. Like, oh, I've never seen anyone cosplay as this character before, so I'm a collector. Like, I do collect a lot of cosplayers. So fucking like Chidori Sour cosplay as Saklon, that's my girl and shit. So like literally fucking, yeah, that's one girl like literally knows how to twerk is. Yeah, like literally will fucking like just like how okay, so literally, if you're wondering if Cat's in my manga, yes, she's called Rizistado. Based off Rizzi Tokyo Ghoul, like fucking, she's very smart, fucking intelligent user, book user, fucking Gundam user, fucking like twin sword like bro, fucking you know, having hands coming out of her back, fucking Drew like Zoro, still having spikes and hands coming out of her back, yeah, fucking Rizistado. So there you go, Cat. Okay, so any fucking way, fucking, if she wants to be in this, she fucking can, but fucking, let's get back to the matter at hand. So what happened is literally fucking they diss me saying, oh, I'd prefer if you ask first. But what Stone fails to realize is that's all having to do with envy, and he doesn't understand what real life is. So he made Lily, those kids like Lily, try to talk shit to me because he thought that Lily, because he knew like Lily that I was gonna be comfortable, but he didn't know what was gonna happen. So like Lily fucking what was gonna happen? Like Lily, he thought I was gonna get their Instagram and shit. Maybe that's how stupid he thinks, but I don't know. He can't be that stupid. That's fucking impossible. But any fucking way, what happened was this, like, he sent some girls, I tried to take a picture since I'm already famous and shit. She's like, I'd prefer if you asked first. So like, what the fuck? So I let her win, and literally fucking I go off, like literally fucking I could have said, who the fuck do you think I am? But I didn't, because I already know I'm great, and he doesn't understand that. That's why it doesn't matter how many times he tries, he's still not even a speck in my life. Like literally fucking, he's literally someone I forgot. And literally, he destroyed his moral compass the day that he refused the battle after all that information was already confirmed. So like literally, he knows nowhere where to go, and he can't ever live a Yu Yu Hakusho. Like literally, it's really fucking hard, because what happens is this, so like literally, in real life what happens is like there's this shit, and I was thinking about Elemental Delay all about this time. So what happened was literally, those same girls, I made a bet with Stone to a droid. I'm like, okay, let's test this. You think because they live in Arizona, you think because they're far away, you think that I can't make something happen tonight. You think that literally that all this shit isn't happening, that I'm not getting my own anime, that I'm not doing this and that these aren't custom at you, that Dr. Stone don't mean shit. You think about this and that, like literally. So what happens is I made a bet with Stone. I'm like, okay, those 2 prints you sent out from the convention, like I make a bet. I bet you they'll fuck me tonight. Literally, because they're rejecting me like literally at the convention, but you know, I'm not only more famous now, but I was that famous in general. This is something I couldn't done the entire time, because I know how girls work. All this was reverse psychology. And you know what, me and God and the devil told Stone at the same time, I'm like, you know what's gonna happen because it's popular. He's like, Riz, it's out of his mind, so that all the times you're stalking from Arizona to California, you don't understand. Like literally fucking, it's really fucking crazy. He feels like you realize that literally that's a part of, we're all a part of God, and he doesn't understand that they're farther than me, and that he's farther than them, and that he can't ever get it out. He's not even a fucking Cyberman. He's a Cyberman's like literally pinky toe, if anything. It's really fucking horrific. So what happens in real life is they come that exact same day while I'm watching Elemental Delay. They come through like literally in the middle of the episode. We start making down, and I start slapping like their asses in front of Stone, stalking through a droid. It horrified Stone, and like literally, it was weeks on end. I'm like, I haven't had to talk to Stone in a while, and literally, I'm like, what happened? Like literally, and then I realized it's because he lost the bet, because his fucking superficial thing, like literally thinking that literally people aren't there to admit. That's why Bella was there at Fanime, dude. Bella was there at Fanime the moment I blew up, and I haven't talked to her in years. That's how girls work. The foolish shit? No, it's called having fun. Get the fuck out. Literally, I worked hard to get that, you know, accessibility. I worked hard for that, literally. I made sure that I advanced at least 150, 70, or fucking, you know, before I even started thinking about going to conventions and doing that shit. Like literally, I became a better person. Like I wasn't a virgin. I had a kid, and I had 2 on the fucking way. You have to understand, like literally, this was out there. You understand, like literally, I knew literally, I didn't even expect him to be that soon. I expected him to be that very exact night. I expected it to be that night, but that shit happened in the middle of the fucking day. It literally, I horrified him. So what happens is literally Chico goes and he gets all the Akiba girls pregnant based off my favorite hentai Akiba girls, like literally fucking shit like that, like literally fucking is like literally because they try to get him like literally, oh, you say we're cheating, so like he squares up with all three of those girls like literally, and he tames all three of them, maybe slaps one and fucking like literally, and then they all become his girls and shit, and then maybe they might start whooping his ass too. It's all about him being humiliated throughout the entire movie, but like while that's happening, you know, like goodbye and everybody else, so like enjoying their time finding their tournament, fucking like their hella fucking ugly shit, like literally they end up fucking standing with fucking, they end up fighting with him like literally when a bigger antagonist comes, so they all fight Lil Woody because literally it wasn't just fucking because he already has fun with like Chinko, like literally so Lil Woody and Chinko go at it. So this is Nonztai, literally the death of Billisloppi.